Hello children, welcome to today's e-class. Children, today we will learn EVS chapter number 14. The name of the chapter is Life in Water. Life in water. That means we are going to learn about plants and animals that live both in land and in water. Animals and plants that live in water are called aquatic plants and aquatic animals. Now, let's see about aquatic plant. Aquatic plants are classified as floating, submerged, fixed floating and emergent plants. Now, what are floating plants? Floating plants float freely on the surface of water. They are small and have spongy stems or leaves. Such plants have wax-coated leaves which prevent them from rotting. Water hyacinth, duckweed and water lettuce are some examples of floating plants. Next is submerged plants. This kind of plants are found under the water. Their roots are fixed to the ground under the water. The stems are spongy which helps the plant to float in water. Eelgrass, hydrilla are some examples of submerged plants. Next, fixed floating plants. The roots of these plants are fixed to the ground but they float over the surface. The plants have long hollow stems and broad floating leaves. Water lily and lotus are some examples of fixed floating plants. Children, next is emergent plants. This type of plants grow along the banks of rivers or lakes or ponds and ditches. These plants are also known as shoreline and wetland plants. So children, all these were about aquatic plants. Next, we will learn about aquatic animals. Aquatic animals are divided into 5 categories. They are fish, birds, mammals, amphibians and crustaceans. So, first we will look at fish. Fish swim by flexing their bodies and tail back and forth. They breathe through dissolved gases in water through their gills. They breathe dissolved gases in water through their gills. Salmon, cod, mackerel are some examples. Next, we will see water birds. Water birds feed on fish and other small water animals. They have webbed feet. Which help them to swim in water and walk on marshy land. Kingfisher, duck, heron are some examples. So, third is mammals. Animals like whales and dolphins are aquatic mammals. Instead of gills, they have lungs to breathe. So, they often come to the surface of water to breathe air. Next is amphibians. Animals like toads and frogs can live both on land and in water. They breathe through their moist skin. And the last one is crustaceans. This type of animals have shells on their bodies which are hard and protective in nature. Lobsters, snails, crayfish, prawns, etc. are examples of crustaceans. So, children, we have seen all about aquatic plants and aquatic animals. Next we will see mosquitoes and diseases. Mosquitoes and the diseases spread by mosquitoes. So, when water gets stagnated means when water stops flowing in a certain place. When water gets stagnated in a place, it becomes very suitable place for harmful organisms to grow there. Okay? When water gets stagnated in a place, it becomes very suitable for harmful organisms to grow there. Large number of insects grow on stagnant water like dragonfly nymphs, fly maggots, mosquito larvae, etc. Malaria, dengue and chikungunya are very dangerous diseases spread by mosquitoes. These mosquitoes breed in stagnant water. There are about 300 to 500 million cases of malaria each year globally, and more than 1 million people die because of it. Children, malaria is a parasitic disease. It is caused by a parasite called Plasmodium falciparum. This is transmitted by female Anopheles mosquitoes. When these mosquitoes bites an infected person, it sucks up the malarial protozoan. When this mosquitoes bites a healthy person, the protozoa are injected in his body and the healthy person becomes infected with malaria. In the human body, the parasites multiply in the liver and then infect the red blood cells. The symptoms of malaria are anemia, fever, sweating, headache, jaundice, muscle or back pain, vomiting, etc. Malaria can be transmitted from a mother to her unborn baby. It is also transmitted by blood transfusion. Next, we will see dengue. Dengue is spread by the bite of Aedes aegypti mosquito. A person suffering from dengue has high fever, severe headache, joint and muscle pain, eyes pain, vomiting and rashes. Children, now we will see how to prevent from malaria and dengue. We can prevent diseases like malaria, dengue and chikungunya by treating the stagnated water around our living areas. Let's see some few points in order to prevent malaria and dengue. Use bleaching powder in stagnant water to avoid the growth of harmful larvae. We can also grow fish that eat mosquito larvae in stagnant water. Change the water in the flower pots frequently. This will not allow mosquitoes to breed. Avoid mosquito bites by clothing that covers the arms and legs. Get the windows and doors fitted with wire mesh to prevent the entry of mosquitoes. Avoid visiting areas where these diseases have broken out. You can use quinine because quinine is a medicine which helps in treating malaria. So children, finally, we will learn some points to remember. Aquatic plants and animals have special features to adapt themselves to their habitat. Aquatic plants may be floating, submerged, fixed floating or emergent. Aquatic plants include a variety of fishes, water birds, mammals, amphibians and crustaceans. Mosquito spread diseases like malaria, dengue and chikungunya. They breed in stagnant water. We must take preventive measures to prevent the outbreak of these diseases. Children, with this I wind up my today's session. Thank you.